Hi guys, in this video, I will be talking about and teaching you how to use the website Piktochart. And as you can see from the screen, it's a website designed for helping students, and anyone else really, create infographics and presentations that just can look a lot better and a lot more professional than maybe you could probably create in Google Docs or Google Drawings. There are some, again, drawbacks to this website. It's what they call a freemium website, where most of the website is free, uh, but there are some paid features. And once you download a document as your final copy, there's a bit of a watermark at the bottom, uh, but that doesn't bother me. I don't ask my students to ever pay for any of the paid features. I only ever expect you to use the free features of this website. So I'm going to get you to sign up with your Google account. I'm just going to click login because I already have an account, and just choose your school Google account. Okay, so we come to the splash screen, and I'm going to click on infographics. And part of the reason we use Piktochart or websites like Piktochart is because of what they offer in terms of templates, where they create the design aspect of your poster and you just fill in the content. So you don't really have to worry about too much how it looks and like the color scheme and the font choices and the shape and the arrangement. They do all of that work for you. So if you just type in, for example, you're working on a science infographic, type in science. Maybe amongst these templates, there's one that'll work for you. So you can actually narrow it down to your particular topic. So I'm just going to go back to the infographics homepage again by clicking this link. And I am going to create a blank one just to explore some of the basic features. So it's going to open up the editor template. And it's loading slowly. There we go. Okay, so essentially right now we're starting with a blank document. I'm going to use one of their design components. And I want a timeline. So again, they have lots of ways you can organize your page, even if you start with a blank document like I am. I'm going to choose this timeline template right here. So, and it's kind of going off page, so I'm just going to center it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pretend I'm creating a document, something I could post around my school, KCI, that can help students join my particular club, which is DECA. So I'm going to create a step-by-step poster using this timeline template of how to join DECA. So sometimes with templates, there's going to be stuff you don't need. So as it goes, link here, I'm just going to click it, or double click it, sorry, and delete it. And I want to change your title here, not a great title, to how to join DECA. But actually, I'm just going to write how to join for now, because I'm going to put the DECA logo in there. So that text box is a little too big. So I'm going to double click it and shorten it up. And then I'm going to center it. And Piktochart gives us a nice tool to know when things are perfectly centered. There we go. So once you get it perfectly centered, you're going to see a line go down the middle. It tells you that element is centered in the middle of the page. I'll let go. Okay, so I want to put in the DECA logo because right now students don't know what they're joining. And so I need a picture of the DECA logo. So in order to do that, I'm going to open up a new tab. And I'm going to go to Google Images or images.google.com. And then choose DECA logo PNG. I always like my students to use PNG images. They just work well with these desktop publishing websites. Search. And I'm going to pick this one right here. So step 1, click it. Step 2, again, you can either Alt-click or hold down the Alt key and click, or 2-finger tap on a trackpad and choose Save Image As. And then just save it. I'm saving it to my Chromebook right now. And now flip back to your pictograph infographic and then choose Uploads, Browse Images, and then go find the one you just downloaded. There it is. So you click and then click Open. Again, I already did that, so it's right here. So you just have to click it once and it'll put it into your document. Don't click it too many times. I'm going to shorten it up and try and center it again. Okay. So now my step-by-step process. So I'm going to say for my subtitle here, step 1, sign up on school day. Step 2, sign up and pay on deca.ca. Step 3, pick event with Mr. Miller or Mr. Smith. Step 4, attend first meeting in room, I think it's bolded there. So in room 367 at noon on September 15th. Okay, so it is a very simple infographic we're creating, but sometimes that's the point of an infographic. It's to clearly and quickly convey information. And I say this a lot. With infographics, the visual appearance, the pictures are as important as the content of the document, the actual text itself. I could just write this out as a paragraph and post it to the wall. Is that going to be an effective advertisement? No. That's why we're using this this timeline template to help us with that. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of some stuff. So I don't like these lightning bolt pictures. So I'm going to double click it, backspace to delete it. And I have a school day logo I've downloaded. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to rotate it the right way and shrink it way down, shrink it even more, and put it into that circle, just as a visual reminder, because maybe you don't remember what school day is, but you remember what that logo is. I'm going to delete that lightning bolt and put the Deca diamond in there. I'll put that in that circle. Going to get rid of that lightning, and I'm going to put cartoon version of me. Shrink it that way down. Put that in the circle, just so talk to a teacher. And the last one, so if that happens, that just means you forgot to double click. It's not all gone. So if you click once, it clicks the entire document. So I'm going to double click on that lightning bolt. Remember, Control Z, undo. And I'm going to put this picture of a packed lunch to remind people to come at lunch. There we go. Okay, so again, we know how to pick a template. We know how to insert images. Let's add in an extra text box. Just like, let's say like this template just didn't have enough information for what I wanted. And maybe I want to put text on another part of this document. You would choose text, and you could choose title or any of these other options. And I'm just going to drag it down to somewhere else. And I'm going to maybe give people a website where they can find all the Deca event list. So I'll say, need an event. See the full list here. So maybe bit.ly KCI Deca. That's not a website if you try it. Okay, so obviously that's too big. So I'm going to shrink it down. You can change the font up here to something else. Font size, that's what I really need to shrink down. So maybe I'll make that 24. Going to shrink up this text box a little. I'm going to drag it to where I want. Maybe I'll turn it a bit. Okay, the last thing, okay, right now it's a white background. I'm going to change the background to something else. You try a couple things. I'm going to try that one. Is kind of like an offy blue. It's like a papyrus paper. That one I think looks good. Okay, so let's say that is my infographic. That's what I want to print. That's what I want to give to my students. There's two ways I can do that. You can share it. So when you're sharing something, make it public. I'll give it a name too. I forgot to do that. Deca poster. So yeah, make it public. Again, only you can see documents, so this shareable link. So you could give this shareable link to somebody else. Or if you didn't want to do that, you could always download it. And the PDF and the PowerPoint, those are paid versions. The PNG is good enough. And then you would click download as PNG. Just takes a second to convert this Piktochart. And there is the PNG in your downloaded files. So again, this is a very quick version of an infographic. I think you guys could do a lot better, but I think this is a very powerful website that can save you a lot of time. So you can invest more time on the actual content itself, not necessarily the actual visual aspect of it. Okay, if you have any questions, you can talk to me or email me. Have a good one, guys.